It's hard to imagine a more bruising first month, from a Bank of England bailout and polling slump to signs of division from the top down at an extraordinary party conference.
One of the potentially early missteps on the political side was to form an administration that was so heavily weighted to those that were on one side of the leadership contest.
Tomorrow, Parliament is back, and many Tory MPs want a clear signal the government is changing course.
If we can start to get into the territory where inflation's beginning to fall, the government's got a better relationship with its backbenchers, it's probably then built a platform on which it can begin to incrementally inch its way back into political contention.
Today, the Chancellor bowed to pressure, bringing forward his fiscal plan with an independent economic forecast from the 23rd of November to the end of this month. But his options for market reassurance remain limited.
The big worry for the markets is that the Chancellor's mini-budget is going to rely too heavily on debt. So it's going to be a challenge for him to try to reassure the markets. He needs to show real fiscal discipline and show that he is willing to pay for some of these tax cuts through a reduction in spending.
Steadying the markets is one thing, winning over Tory MPs is another. Today, some nerves were calmed by the announcement that Whitehall veteran James Bowler would become the Treasury's top civil servant. And Rishi Sunak's close ally Greg Hands has been announced as a new trade minister, a clear sign the Prime Minister is trying to reach out.
The criticism you hear levelled at Liz Truss again and again from MPs, including some ministers I've spoken to, is that she hasn't done enough to reach out to all parts of the party. Clearly, that's something she's trying to change. This week, she's inviting MPs for lunch in Downing Street. She'll be touring the tea rooms after Prime Minister's questions. And on Wednesday evening, she'll be meeting the 1922 committee of backbench MPs. She is trying to reset, draw a line under a chaotic few weeks.
And capitalising on chaos, Labour, who say they're willing to work with rebellious Tories to get benefits raised in line with inflation.
I don't think it's for the government to tell anybody else what's sensible, because they've been totally irresponsible. They know, we know, that benefits should be increased in line with inflation.
Any decision on benefits will come next month, but already it's sparked a row the Prime Minister doesn't need. Arriving at Downing Street today, Liz Truss now knows her government need to recalibrate if she's to win back the trust of the party and the public. Ali Fortescue, Sky News, Westminster.